takes a while for it. All right, there we go. Instagram. Start that up. All right. So today we're gonna be talking about value and you know how to get people to listen straight from the jump. So I was a Navy instructor, and we had some principles. So I'm gonna go off some of those principles, practical applications and stuff like that. I can get my microphone on. Do do do. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about test. Make sure test. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about bringing value. And value first. So make sure we all good on here. We got Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. All right. It looks like we're good to go. And one more thing. Gotta get the prompter going. All right. Hey. I can't co-host right now. I gotta give a class. All right. But 1 second. All right. So let's just get started. All right. All right. Couple people on. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this video started. I'm gonna just do it live because I want to show you how simple and easy it is to start making content. If you make mistakes, you make mistakes. I got my teleprompter in front of me, so I'm going to be reading from the teleprompter. If you have any questions, just feel free to put it in the chat. I'll get to the chat after I read the script, and yeah, we'll talk to you. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. All right, so we're going to talk about value. So if no one's watching your content, it's probably not because your camera's bad, it's not your lighting, or it's not even your editing. It's because you didn't answer one simple question fast enough. And that is, what's in it for me? And if you don't answer that question in the first few seconds, people are gone, right? So in the Navy, we train people. We had a principle, and that principle was called WOOFMs, like WOOFMs. What's in it for me? And if you teach anything before explaining anything, you make it clear. Why should they care? What are they about to get? And why does it matter? And you tell them right now, because if you don't, again, people won't listen. So those were trained sailors in a structured environment. And what do you think happens when you're talking to people on the internet, right? So most content creators, they start like this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, right? Nobody cares about that, right? That doesn't tell me anything about why I should stay, right? Again, you want to start with value first. Instead, you need to lead with the value. And that's a problem that you're going to solve. Like a result I'm going to get or something I'm going to learn quickly. So instead of saying, welcome back to my channel, right? You say, if you're trying to grow on social media, but your videos aren't getting views, I'm going to show you how exactly what you're going sorry. If you're trying to grow on social media, but your videos aren't getting views, I'm going to show you exactly what you're doing wrong in the next 3 minutes, right? So now people know why they're here. People know why they're listening, right? And think about this. In the military, instructors don't say, you know, today we're going to learn safety procedures. Some will say that, but you can actually say this to get more, attention. This is how you stay alive. This is how you protect the ship, right? They connect the lessons to the outcomes that matter because even when something is important, people still need to understand why it matters to them personally. So if trained professionals need that, you definitely need that for, someone scrolling on their phone that doesn't know you from a can of paint, right? That doesn't trust you and that doesn't have any reason to stay. You need to give them that reason to stay. You need to give them that value. So here's how you actually use this in your content. Before you hit record, you say, you think to yourself 3 questions. Why should someone watch this? And what will they gain in the next few minutes? And can I say in one sentence? And can I say it in one sentence? Um, and that'll be your woof 'em. And it should be clear, direct, and specific. So I'm going to show you how to make your first $100 online using skills you already learned, right? Or skills you already know. Or by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to edit videos on your phone in under 10 minutes, right? Your content isn't growing. Um, it's probably because of, this one mistake, right? So don't do the fluff. Don't do the warm-ups. Just give them the value, all right? So here's the truth. People don't give attention, they trade attention for value. So if you want views, if you want engagement, if you want people to actually listen, you got to start with the value. Start with what's in it for me, because if you don't tell people what they're getting, they won't stick around long enough to find out. All right. So I'm Ty Ferguson-Bey. If you want more content like this, practical, real world strategies that you can actually use, make sure you subscribe. And the next time you hit records, don't start with start with what they get. All right. So that was me reading the prompter, made a couple mistakes, but that's fine, right? This is content creation. So if you want to get, into content creation, just jump out there, do it. You may make mistakes. I made mistakes here, but I can edit it. I can also do it over. So I may want to do it over. You may not, but that took me what? How long was that? About what? 6 minutes, maybe six, maybe 5 minutes even. Right. So I can do it over if I want, and then I can get, different takes. So I'm gonna try it one more time. And again, I went live, so I don't have to edit it. Right. This is why you don't this is why I don't like, why I like to go live is because I don't have to edit. Right. But if I want to take clips or specific points that I made, I can do that as well. And most of the time, I don't even read from a teleprompter. I'm just reading from a teleprompter this time just to show you me doing it and getting the practice. So I'll show you the prompter this time. If you can see it, that's the teleprompter right in front of me. You guys can't see it, but I'm just reading from that and, you know, just go forth and go and be prosperous. So I'll do it one more time. So I may have some more clean takes, but again, this is going straight out. So, you know, um, it's not being backed up by, me wanting to be a perfectionist or me wanting to um, edit it a certain way. Because the value, I just want to get the content out. All right. So this is behind the scenes, kind of in front of the camera. So one more time. And again, from the teleprompter, I have a hook. Let me see what else. A hook, an intro, a core idea, and analogy, application, and closing. All right. So, and then an outro. So, just want to structure it like that if you do want to write. I normally don't write, I just go straight forward. So, let's do it one more time and then I'm going to call it. So, that took me probably a whole 10 minutes. It took me 5 minutes to do it, but I'm gonna do it one more time. And then the content is again already out there. I use a software called Riverside, and that'll give me magic clips. So that'll just clip it out for me, the best parts. If I don't think those are the best parts, I can, go in there and search for some of the words I said, and then, you know, make the clips based off some of those words. If you have any questions, just let me know. And again, put it in the chat, and then I'll go to the chat after this, and then I'll answer your questions. Let me see if it's anything in there right now. Normally it's not, so sometimes I forget to check. Let me I want to hold y'all up, but all right, let's go. And 1, 2, 3. Get my prompter going again. Configure. All right, and press play. All right, the prompt is going. All right, I'll let it run a little bit. All right, if no one's watching your content, it's probably not because your camera's bad or your lighting or even your editing. It's because you didn't answer one simple question fast enough, and that is, what's in it for me? So, and if you don't answer that in the first few seconds, people are gone, right? In the Navy, when we trained people, we had a principle, and it was called WIFM. It was WIIFM, WIFM. What's in it for me? So before you teach anything, you would explain like everything to make it clear. Not, you'd explain why would they care, what they're about to get, and why does it matter like right now? Because if you don't, people don't listen, right? And here's the thing: those were trained sailors in a structured environment. So what do you think happens when you're talking to strangers on the internet, right? Most content creators start like this. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, right? Nobody cares, right? That doesn't tell me, about, it doesn't tell me anything about why I should stay. Instead, you need to lead with value first. Value means whatever problem you're going to solve. So what result I'm going to get and something that I'm going to learn quickly. So instead of saying something like, welcome to my channel, like most people say, you say like, if you're trying to grow on social media, but your videos aren't getting views, I'm going to show you exactly what you're doing wrong in the next 3 minutes, right? Now I know why I'm here, right? Now people know why they're here. Now people know why they should listen, especially if they're having that problem and you're solving that problem for them, right? In the military, think about it like this. In the military, the instructors don't say like, we're going to learn safety procedures, right? They say, this is how you stay alive. Well, if they're trying to capture someone's attention, this is how you protect the ship, right? They connect the lesson to the outcomes that matter, because even when something is important, people still need to understand why it matters to them personally. And that's kind of crazy. I had to get used to that. So trained professionals, again, in the military need that. You definitely need that for someone just scrolling on their phone. You need to catch them, right? It's someone who doesn't know you, someone who doesn't trust you, someone who has zero reasons to stay and listen to you, right? You need to give them the value and what you're going to give them and why should they stay. So here's how you actually use this in your content. Before you hit record, ask yourself 3 questions. Why should someone watch this? What would they gain in the next few minutes? And can you say it all in one sentence in the very beginning? So that sentence is your woof 'em. Like, what's in it for me? What's in it for them? And it should be clear, direct, and specific. So again, I'm going to show you how to make your first $100 online using skills you already have. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to edit, videos on your phone in under 10 minutes. If your content isn't growing, this is one mistake that you're probably making, and here's why, right? No fluff, no warm up, just value, all right? Here's the truth. People don't give attention. They trade attention for value. So if you want views, if you want engagement, if you want people to actually listen, start with the value. Always start with the value. Give them what's in it for me, what's in it for them. Because if you don't, you don't tell people what they're getting, they won't stick around long enough to find out. All right. So if you want more content like this, practical, real world strategies you can actually use, make sure you subscribe the next time you hit record. Don't start with you, start with what they get. All right. So that's me reading from the prompter. Did it better the second time, was able to add some notes in there, and that's about it. So it doesn't take long. Just get out there, start creating your content. Think about some things you want to speak about. They have tools out there that help you write and all that. You can just boom, go create. So just wanted to show y'all that. I'll be doing this. I want to say daily, but on the weekends I'm not doing it if I don't feel like I want to go out sometimes. So, but I may talk about content stacking next time. So if you do want to post daily, you could do something called content stacking, and I'll talk about it in the next video. It's just, making multiple videos in one day. You see, that took me 10 minutes. Maybe I did it twice. It's 5-minute video. So if I did content stacking, I can probably do 3 videos in an hour or something like that. So talk to y'all, Ty Ferguson-Bey. Thanks for watching. If y'all have any questions, feel free to hit me wherever you see this. This is on Twitter, not Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All right. Just comment below and I'll get back to y'all. All right. Thanks for watching. I shall see you. Bye. And did I get any questions on? Do, 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 do. Nothing on. I got a couple invites. Ugh. Cool. I got a. Oh, I don't even know if I hit record on that junk. Do, do, do. All right. And now. Cool. And here, I'll see y'all later on Facebook, Twitch, etc. Talk to y'all. All right.